Hello students, welcome to the video lectures of speech and natural language processing. So today we are going to discuss about prosodic analysis. Now we are in our fifth unit and this is a topic number 3. So let us see what is prosodic analysis is. So prosodic analysis examines the rhythm, intonation, stress and pitch of speech. These suprasegmental features influence how speech is understood, providing cues for meaning, emotion, and structure that are not captured by phonetics alone. So we'll see how this prosodic analysis is important and what are various components of this prosodic analysis, and we'll try to understand them. Since prosodic analysis, the definition itself will make you aware that it examines the rhythm, intonation, stress, and pitch of the speech. And now let us see the components of prosody. First one is pitch, that is intonation, we say. Refers to the rise and fall of the voice during speech. It conveys emotions, questions, forms, and emphasis. For example, he is coming, declarative. He is coming, question. So he is coming, declarative is falling pitch. He is coming, question mark, that is raising pitch. Understood? Next is stress. Emphasis on particular syllables or words helps distinguish between word meanings or sentence focus. For example, word stress, record versus record. So basically, record can be of these two, right? Sometimes the record can be a noun, sometimes the record can be a verb. So it depends upon the stress. The stressed word has been represented with capitalization. You can see here. Okay. Now, the sentence stress, let us see. I want that book. So when you say this particular sentence, the boldly defined THAT, that is the stress part. That is your sentence stress. I want that book. So this is about the stress. First one is about the pitch, that is the intonation. So the rise and fall of the pitch across the phrases of the sentences. So whenever we see a rising pitch at the end of the sentence, which indicates a question kind of thing, that is he is coming. Okay. So a falling pitch at the end signals a statement. So for example, I am coming. Okay. Or the he is coming. So you have a falling pitch. Whereas in a question, he is coming. Okay. That is rising pitch. And the stress is, you can see the word stress and sentence stress both are given. So a record noun and versus a record verb, both are represented here. You can see the capitalization of both the words, where RE is capitalized in this first record of noun and CORD is in capital for a record called verb. That is the stress part, wherever you find this as capital letters. Next is sentence stress. That is the particular word in I want that book is the sentence stress. Next is rhythm. So pattern of timing and emphasis in speech is rhythm. So which reflects natural language structure and fluency. Example, stressed versus unstressed syllables in banana is the example. Second is duration. So length of time a sound, syllable or word is held helps convey meaning or emphasis. Example is prolonged vowels in I so agree. Okay. Third is pause and juncture. Pauses and breaks between words or sentences indicates structure, boundaries, or dramatic effect. Once again, I will read it. Pauses and breaks between words or sentences, which indicates structure, boundaries, or dramatic effect. Examples, let's eat grandma versus let's eat grandma. So you can see there is a comma, that is a pause in between the sentences. Okay, so a pause is there here. Let's eat grandma versus let's eat grandma. Understood? So basically, this juncture basically will refer to the way of speech sounds are joined or separated. Okay. So we have a closed juncture, open juncture examples. Okay. Then applications of prosodic analysis. First one is speech recognition. So prosody aids in understanding sentence structure, such as distinguishing between questions and statements. Example, recognizing "Are you coming?" as a question based on rising pitch. Okay. Example, recognizing "Are you coming?" as a question based on rising pitch. Second is speech synthesis. Ensures synthesized speech sounds natural and conveys intended emotions. Example, adding stress to emphasize important words in synthetic speech. Emotion detection. Prosody helps identify emotions like happiness, anger, or sadness in speech. Example, a higher pitch and faster rate often indicate excitement. Next is language learning. So prosody is critical in teaching proper pronunciation, stress patterns, and intonation. Example, helping non-native speakers distinguish record from record. Distinguishing between what? Record and record. So the record of a noun and the record of a verb. So because sometimes record is a noun and record is a verb based on the context, which have different meanings. Discourse analysis is the next one, which identifies speaker intentions, topic shifts, and discourse boundaries. Example, using pauses and stress to signal a shift in topic during a presentation. Okay, which identifies speaker intentions, topic shifts, and a discourse boundaries. Example, using pauses and stress to signal a shift in topic during a presentation. Basically, this we can see in any platform where the speakers have some tech talks or something. Next, techniques for prosodic analysis. So, basically, we have seen what is prosodic analysis, and now we'll see what are various techniques that are available for this prosodic analysis. So, prosodic analysis basically what it does, it examines the stress, pitch of speech or intonation, rhythm. Okay, so which we call as prosodic analysis. So these are the techniques which will be useful for our prosodic analysis. First one is acoustic analysis, which measures pitch, intensity, and duration using tools like spectrograms. Example, analyzing a waveform to detect rising pitch in a question. Okay, analyzing a waveform to detect rising pitch in a question. Got it. So basically, if you see the technique for prosodic analysis, that is first one is acoustic analysis, which is measuring the pitch intensity and duration using the tools like spectrogram. So spectrogram generally is a visual representation of spectrum of the frequencies of a signal. Okay. So it has this x-axis, y-axis, and the amplitude of color intensity we say. Okay. Next, second one is machine learning models. Models like hidden Markov models and RNNs and transformers analyze prosodic features to improve speech-based applications. Examples are emotion detection in virtual assistants. Next is annotation-based analysis. Annotating speech with prosodic markers for research and modeling. Example is adding labels for stress or pauses in a speech corpus, that is database. Next is corpus analysis, that is studying prosodic patterns across large data sets for linguistic research. Okay, example is comparing rhythm patterns between English and Mandarin. So that is corpus analysis. Whenever I say corpus, corpus is nothing but a database. Okay. So first one is annotation based analysis. This is corpus analysis. So basically in your annotation based analysis, which labels the nodes or which tries to add labels or nodes for the data which exist in particular linguistics. Either it is a phonetics or speech analysis or any. Clear? Next, what are the various challenges in prosodic analysis? So first one is speaker variability. So that is differences in prosody due to gender, age, and accent. Whenever we say this prosody again, so just have the definition of prosodic analysis such that there will not be any kind of mismatching. So where prosodic analysis tries to examine the rhythm, intonation, stress, and pitch of the speech. Okay, that is your prosodic analysis. So speaker variability is differences in prosody due to gender, age, and accent. This is because these play a vital role in deciding the tone or accent or various prosody features of a particular person. Example: a British speaker might use a different intonation pattern than an American speaker. Yes. Yeah. And next, context sensitivity. Prosodic meaning can change based on context. For example, a rising pitch can signal both a question or uncertainty. Next is data scarcity. Lack of annotated corpora for prosodic features in many languages. That is data scarcity. Because not all the linguistics or not all the databases or not all the languages have enough or rich resources as in compared with English or any other languages. Next, ambiguity in interpretation. So prosody alone may not clearly convey meaning without linguistic context. For example, stress on you in did you do it could imply surprise or accusation. Okay. So did you do it is an example sentence. You can see the stress on you. So which could imply surprise or accusation. Next, examples of prosodic feature. First sentence type is first one declarative. So declarative is he is here, which has falling intonation. Where if you consider the same for a question, is he here, which has rising intonation for here. So always the rising intonation will fall in for these questions. Next is emotion detection. So happiness and sadness. For happiness, higher pitch, faster tempo. For sadness, lower pitch, slower tempo. Okay. So that is the basic difference. Next is word emphasis. So she did not steal the book. So where you focus on steal. She did not steal the book. So now the focus will be on the. Okay. So that is about word emphasis. So thank you, students.